1.3 million people die on the world's roads every year. And 90% of these are in developing countries like South Africa.
The International Transport Forum believe mobility is a vehicle for social change. By 2050, 80% of the world's population will live in cities.
Your job, so far as I understand it, is to match what can be done with what should be done.
Transportation, strengthening our connectivity is one of the key for our success in the future.
The issues being addressed here are central to the productivity of our cities.
And you get to see what's going on globally.
We're going to talk about the people who will shape and make the future of transportation.
I'm Yusuf Omar in Leipzig, Germany, as we look at mobility being the catalyst for social change.
Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund are going head-to-head in the German Cup final in Berlin. Tens of thousands of fans using the city's public transport to get to the stadium. There are many ways to get around Berlin, but cycling is definitely one of the better ones. Over 500,000 cycling journeys take place every day here. When building infrastructure in German cities, the bicycle was king. Cycling infrastructure, like designated bicycle lanes, drives this trend. In the evening, there are fewer bicycles on the road. I'm at Museumsinsel, German for Island of Museums. There's over 180 museums here in Berlin, and for one night only, they're open till 2 in the morning. The public transport has to be impeccable. Public transport at night means businesses can stay open later, and the wheels of the German economy turn for longer. But it relies on sound infrastructure. By the end of the Second World War, Germany was gutted, burnt to the ground. They had to start from scratch, building what is today one of the most advanced transport systems in the world. Every year, transport leaders from around the world descend on the city of Leipzig, so Germany can showcase its mobility solutions.
There are 54 member states of the International Transport Forum. For now, Africa and Asia are not present. All countries must come to the table to come up with solutions to livable cities of tomorrow's future.
And I'd be very, very happy to go to South Africa and speak to the Minister of Transport. South Africa, for instance, has terrible problems of road safety. We can give a big hand there.
If every part of a city is connected to the internet, that city becomes more intelligent. And if cars could communicate and eventually drive themselves, there would be virtually no accidents.
The big topic, of course, is big data. So we were discussing what influence data has on transport.
We concentrate on digitalization in mobility as a driver for smart transport systems.
So, Europe wants to sell us its transport solutions. But local experts say it's not as simple as it seems.
We don't want to be pushed to make decisions as South Africa based on what might be in the interest of other countries and to the detriment of our own.
I don't think that it makes sense for us to transplant European transport solution or even urban planning solutions to South African context. So for us, public transport is still something that's used predominantly by poor people, whereas in Europe and the rest of the world is used by everybody.
It's about behavioural change. It's about getting people to feel safe in public transport. It's about increasing the provision.
Joburg's Gautrain, My City buses in Cape Town, and rail agency Pras's plans to revamp its carriages are all good signs for South Africa's public transport future. However, some transport decisions won't be made by policymakers, but by consumers. I took one of these battery-powered vehicles for a spin.
Electric cars have massive potential. You never have to fill up petrol, and there's almost zero carbon emissions. But till they become cheaper, they won't be mainstream. Germans are known for their love affair with luxury cars, but that's changing. It's said that a developed country is not one where the poor can afford cars, but where the rich choose public transport. Yusuf Omar in Leipzig, Germany.
Know more. eNCA.com